So what are you going to start
Hmm.
with? What is it going to be from the appetizer menu?
Might I make a suggestion? I don't want to fill you guys up before your meal, so how about something light and small and fluffy, like Kyler Murray? How about that? Cardinals under.
Oh.
Oh, he's light. He's a light and fluffy guy. Cardinals under 8.5 wins. It's even money. I do not buy into the Cardinals at all. It has nothing to do with Kyler and his Surface or iPad or whatever. They can take it out of the contract. Doesn't matter to me. DeAndre Hopkins will not be in this line for the first 6 games of the season. And Hollywood Brown's going to take up the slack. Hollywood Brown, who has averaged just 50 yards a game for the first 3 seasons of his career. Don't make any mistake about it. The only reason why the Cardinals made a trade for Hollywood Brown was to satiate and satisfy Kyler Murray because these guys were boys at Oklahoma, which I also hate, by the way. Christian Kirk is gone. And remember, this is a team that lost 5 of 6 to end the season after starting last year 7-0. They got embarrassed in the playoffs. And this is what Cliff Kingsbury does, right? Did it at Texas Tech, has done it at Arizona. He'll start off strong. He has no idea how to properly coach a team and make adjustments at the end of the year. It has legitimately happened every single season at every stop he has made as a head coach. And they play in a very difficult division. Give me under 8.5 wins for Fluffy Kyler and the Cardinals.
Man, that makes it sound like he has gained weight. But I'm going Kyler on the menu as well for my appetizer. But I'm doing the Arizona Cardinals to miss the playoffs at minus 145. And here's why. I think a lot of this is, the questions at quarterback for Kyler Murray and just seeing the tension that's between the organization and Kyler Murray. I don't have to rehash all of the contract problems that Kyler Murray has had over the past couple of days. But looking at Kyler Murray, he is somebody who's shown that he doesn't necessarily handle adversity well. And let's look at the first few games of the schedule for the Cardinals. They start off with the Chiefs. They have the Raiders, the Rams, the Panthers, and the Eagles. Think about it. If the Cardinals start 1-4, that's not a great way to start your season. The press conferences are going to be even more tense for Kyler Murray. I think he's going to, fold a little bit under that pressure. And plus, it's a Cardinals team that had some major losses. Number one, DeAndre Hopkins isn't going to play for the first 6 games of the season. And we saw what that offense was without D-Hop down there somewhere. And also they lost Chandler Jones, who, if you remember the first game of the season last year, had 5 sacks against the Tennessee Titans. So I think that's a big hole on their defense. And Cliff Kingsbury has not been great in the second half of the season. So if they can't get off to a hot start, I think this is going to be tough sledding for this Cardinals team. So I'm going to go Cardinals to miss the playoffs at minus 145. So, sir, I'm going to clean off the table. I'm going to start on the main course. So, Jenks, what are you eyeing on the menu for your best bet in the NFC West?
Chelsa, it's great to have you and Jake here. I know you miss Blake, but you'll be back soon enough. Sometimes you look at the menu and you want to try something different, but you keep coming back to something that you love, something that you know is going to be delish. And what could be more enticing than a bet on the defending Super Bowl champions? How about the Rams plus 120 to win the NFC West? Allen Robinson in for Robert Woods II. OBJ could come back midseason. Cam Akers is going to be healthy. Matt Stafford is going to have more confidence. He's going to continue that love affair with Sean McVay, the most underrated and passionate love affair in the National Football League. Bobby Wagner is taking the place of Von Miller. You're going to trust the Niners at 2-1 with Trey Lance, a guy who's taken 71 snaps total in the NFL. And I think it's going to be good, just not this year. Oh, you want the Cardinals at 3-1? Ha ha. No thanks, buddy. Hard pass. Rams at plus money to win the NFC West at plus 120.
Oh my God, Jenks. You're the worst. This is like when somebody
I'm the best. I'm number one.
Thing on the menu that you wanted to order. Because now I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, well, he just ordered that. I can't order the same thing, right?
Yes,
I'm going to look like a follower. But if you order that and it's sitting on your plate, I'm going to just sit here and regret it. And I'm like, God, I should have ordered that. So we're going to be twinsies on this one because I like the Rams to win the division as well. I think it's a value play. And also, you've got to put some respect on the Rams, who also Matt Stafford is going to have the full breadth of the offseason to train with his new team. He's not working in a new offense. He already knows this. You want a Super Bowl with him. And why would you want to fade the best wide receiver quarterback combo in the NFL last season? Also with a good pass rush. Aaron Donald has won Defensive Player of the Year like 3 times in his career.
Mm-hmm.
I know Von Miller is gone, but it's still a defense that's good on multiple levels. They have a superstar on each level. They have Jalen Ramsey on the secondary, Aaron Donald on that pass rush. And looking at the Niners, do you really want to put your money on a rookie quarterback? I know he has this huge potential, but still, it's a tough division. And everybody in that division has tough schedules. It's not just the Rams, because I know they do have one of the tougher schedules in the NFL. That's what happens when you win a Super Bowl. But 3 of the teams in their division also have top 5 difficult schedules in the NFL. So I think it's going to be a tough road for all those teams. And I will trust the defending Super Bowl champs to win the division at plus 120. So now that we've eaten an app and a main course, let's move on to the fun part, the dessert. Something that's a little sweet, something that maybe you shouldn't have, but hell, why not? You only live once. So, Jenks, what's your dessert play?
Hey guys, how we doing over here? You guys having a good time? Can we do some dessert? Is anybody still hungry? Yeah? What about you? Oh, may I make a recommendation? I don't know if you guys are into taking chances, but I've got something that might tickle your fancy on a Friday, and it's brand new. We put it on the menu last year. Took a while. People love it. Trey Lance over 574.5 rushing yards. Again, he's only thrown 71 career passes in the NFL. He can run. And what do young players in the National Football League who can run and throw and he can't, what do they do when they are learning to become a quarterback in the National Football League? This is not North Dakota State. This is San Francisco. This is the NFL. And when he gets pressure, his first instinct is going to be to take off because he can use those legs until he learns to maybe wait an extra split second, take a hit, deliver the ball downfield. And also, we saw this last year in spot duty. They will use his legs. We know how good Kyle Shanahan is as an offensive coordinator. You're going to tell me they're not going to design runs for Trey Lance until he learns the entire playbook, until he gets more comfortable as a starting quarterback in the NFL? So between his maybe having some hesitation in the pocket early on and some design runs because they will use his legs, let's go over 574.5 rushing yards at BetMGM.
Ooh, well, Jenks, for me, I'm going to be a little naughty. I'm going to get a little plus money on the card here and a bet that is plus 450. And this was plus 550 just a couple of days ago. So somebody must be betting on it. And that is Cooper Kupp to lead the league in receptions, total catches. He did this last year. He won every single stat last year, won the Triple Crown for receivers. But this is the category in which he was head and shoulders above the rest of the league. Nobody was even close. He had 145 last season. I think only Justin Jefferson was remotely close with 105. So as opposed to touchdowns, maybe you could play yards as well, but this one is plus 450. Cooper Kupp is the security blanket for Matt Stafford. And here's the thing. Everyone and their mom knew the ball was going to Cooper Kupp in the final few games of the season. Could they stop him? No. I know they're watching game film. I know they're trying to stop him, but they can't. As opposed to other receivers who have had these great seasons and then the rest of the league catches up to him. I don't think that happens with Cooper Kupp. Everybody knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan last year, and he still put up almost 100 yards a game. So I'm going to go Cooper Kupp. Most receptions. I think he's still going to be the go-to guy for Matt Stafford. Why would he not be? Matt Stafford remembers who won Super Bowl MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So Cooper Kupp, most receptions, plus 450. Jenks, are there any other plus money bets you like, or are you full?
I'm not full. I'll throw in a drunk bet for fun. Let's go. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, it's crazy. You have to follow. Let's go. Rams number 1. You could. This is. Have you heard Chelsea? You're a sports better, right? You bet. You do. Are you listening? You're not. Are you not? Are you listening? Okay. Rams, Niners 1-2. That's just it's the exact finish. That's 3-1. It's easy. I mean, you have to like the Rams. Do you think the Rams? I don't think people like the Rams. Did you see their parade? This is dumb. On my high school team, my high school team won district championship. They had a bigger parade. There's more fans. There was like 83 people there. I like Sean McVay. He's handsome. I can't say he's handsome. He's a handsome guy. He's a handsome guy. Who's like that? I'm the Niners okay, but I don't trust Tyler. I mean Kyler. Is Tyler Murray? Is that he's? I mean, this is true. I was like, he's 4'8". He's 4'8". He's not that tall. Let's go. Rams Niners to finish 1-2 in the division. That is 3-1 at BetMGM Chelsea.
I really hope somebody turned on the radio and only heard that and thought, this is Michael Jenkins, the Michael Jenkins that has 9 Emmys to his name.
Oh, God.
My goodness, has he fallen off a cliff? He's showing up to work drunk. I know it's a Friday, but it was Thirsty Thursday somewhere in DC. But Jenks, we appreciate the humor as always.